Today is Easter Sunday in the Bahamas and indeed in the world. And every time I come and I do a video, it is to educate my people of Abaco. That's my only horse in the race. Not even me. I'm not even in the race. It's about education. And boy, I knew I had something way back then because when I speak, they always put the authorities on me and my own. Jesus said, I came to my own, and my own refused me. Bakers Bay. I was the first person to be hired by Malk Melman. The jury is out, but I know what time it was. I picked him up, I dropped him off. There's nobody there around but Kai Mills at the time, Michael Melman. And I learned so much from that man. And everybody, after I was let go, somebody else caught my eye, Sidney Poitier. Sidney Poitier was one of the brains behind Bakers Bay. And boy, he saw that I had something. Always wanted to be in my presence when he visited Abaco. How's Kai? We have to have some dialogue. And I was so searching, let him know, just like I'm speaking to you, not fearless, because I said to Sidney Poitier, Mike Melman, them ain't here because they love Abaco and they love Abaco people. Mike is only here because of the money. Mike right there sitting next to him. I was employed by Mike. Mike don't give a hell about Abaco, Abaconians in the Bahamas. It's the money. And I used to do videos of how badly they were treating the people in Bakers Bay. Not Mike. Mike is a gentleman, the expatriates that saw that we weren't together as a people, as a government. I know that they could do anything. These guys fired Bahamians and brought their best friend and gave him top dollars. There was $500 million on the table. Hubert Ingram them left, him and Perry left nobody in place to make sure that Abaco and Abaconians and Bahamians got theirs. We're on their own. They went and got theirs. To hell with us, you got yours. However you get it, suck it up and get yours. But the government already got theirs. The prime ministers. And Mike said, Kai, how can your government negotiate on a land deal that they know nothing about? Neither have they brought anybody from their side to negotiate on something that they know nothing about. They can't see nothing on Bakers Bay but sand and trees. We got a vision. But who do you trust in the government? I said, Mike, what do you mean, who do you trust? You don't trust my prime minister? No. These guys are brutes. I am not used to, nor I am accustomed to dealing below the table. I deal above the table. This is CEO of Bakers Bay talking to me about my prime minister. God, that made me feel like less of a human. These guys are greedy. And they don't even know what they're worth. They give it away. Give our land away for nothing, for peanuts. But you know what? I want to be right there when Hubert and Perry died. I want to open them hands and see what they're taking after they destroy this country. When Pinland left or got beat. You recognize through the history that our national debt was under $1 billion. Hubert and Perry, $7 billion and nothing. Pinland had hotel. He had Batelco. He had all sort of things to bring in money. Batelco was bringing in over 200, almost 300 million a year. Hubert, give it away. Give it away. Friends and cronies. I spoke and I speak for my people that never had a voice. We ain't had a voice in over 35, 40 years we've been in the wilderness. That's a long time for people that you put to speak for you has left you. I spoke so harshly that they sent me to jail. 10 days for speaking to Bakers Bay. You know what they said back then, the Bakers Bay people? Good for him. He ought to go in jail. They should keep him in jail. I was just speaking for them. Came back, went to court, never see one of them that I tried to assist through my videographing. Guess what? On Easter 2020, all of them was sent packing without any security to ever return again. God has a way of dealing with you. Kai stood for Bakers Bay. Bakers Bay didn't stand for Kai. I remember the same people that said, good for him, he went to jail. When they were having problems over there, they're the same people that called me. I must have stupid right on my forehead. It's okay. It's the same Negro that's still going to court. And y'all call me. Who you calling now? Where's Darren Henfield? I remember the proud people that they talked to so badly. The 300 plus that voted for Kai Mills in the last election. I was so proud I got more votes than any independent in the country. And boy, did they bash the people that were proudly, independently, had a democratic right to choose whoever they wanted. Oh, y'all is a bunch of fools. Y'all voting for Kai? Kai ain't nobody. You waste your vote. What Kai got? What you got? What Kai can do? What is Darren doing? What is Renato doing? When have they spoken? We have some other ones there now that's saying that on this Holy Week that they want to be the representatives of North Abaco. When have they been spoken about to any concerns of Abaco? This one keep hitting me and keep hurting me. I lost my mother because of Hurricane Dorian. And I saw in New York, one day they had 700 dead. The next day they had 700 died. In a week, they buried 1,400. That's 1,400 they buried in New York in 1 week. 8 months later, going on 9 months, we still finding bodies because of this uncaring government don't know what they're doing. We got over 70 bodies in a trailer behind the healthcare facility in Marshaba. 8 months in, we're still finding bodies. And somebody please educate these. Who do you talk to in this government that would listen? Let me remind them about the bodies and how bodies are buried. It should be 6 feet. Right in the Marshaba grave. They're so weightless, this FNM government is. There's a casket in my friend's mother's grave, just sitting on top, that were blown up. It was 6 feet and cemented in with steel on the top. And the pressure of the hurricane burst the grave open at 6 feet with concrete steel on it. Our government, this FNM government, is billing 50. But buddy, it is more than 50 now. That's all the money y'all got is more than 50 bodies. They just fined 4 3 weeks ago. But guess what? They're doing the smart FNM government. They're only going down 3 feet on solid rock, and they're coming out of the grave 3 feet. Hurricane season is in 3 months. What if the same force come? What would happen with those bodies that were in a trailer and still in a trailer for 8 months? The pressure will burst them. Come on, man. 3 feet above, you should be going down 20 feet. Because how long they've been decaying. You should go 20 feet. You're going 3 feet. And 3 feet above ground, like some mausoleum to please who? The funeral homes? It shouldn't be about the funeral homes. Abaco and Abaconians should have some say. After all, we have a minister that sits at the table of decision making and haven't made one wise decision. Oh, I forgot, yes. He brought some food by some people's house in Murphytown that told them that they don't need no food from this F&M government. And should they take the food and give it to somebody that wanted, they put the food on the people's step. So that was a waste of the 100. If somebody said, I don't need your food, give your food to somebody else who need it, you should politely obey that person and find needy, because there's a lot of needy people that needed the food. So why waste the food? You know the brother wasn't going to eat the food. So how did you even get to his doorstep to begin with? And then you're taking pictures of the man's house as if he's going to come outside like a dog and pick the food up off the step and carry it inside and eat it. That got thrown away. That was a waste of effort. That's all the plan of the brilliant lawyer, lieutenant, member of parliament, minister of foreign affairs, Darren Henfield. Everything you do because you sit at the table and demand that you be a minister without even coming to the people of Abaco. You started off wrong and you shall end up wrong. Kai Mills will see to that you will not be returned as the member of parliament for North Abaco or nowhere for the rest of your life for what you have done and have not done for the people of Abaco that had you as their spokesman on the most horrific time in their life. 8 months in, Darren haven't spoken a word. Just send some old computers and a plate of food. We deserve more than that in North Abaco. Kai cares. That's why he's here. On this Easter Sunday, we need more than Darren. Happy Easter. He has risen.